second video for the celestial region made out of AI. I'll be moving on from number 19 to 36 for this video, and I hope you enjoy. So number 19, we've actually got an evolution, Corellion. It's a dragon evolution. Sorry. It's got many layers. It's the protection Pokemon. It's very strong. Corellion has so many soft layers that it can barely get hurt. So it's got that additional dragon type vibe going on. And then number 20 is also an evolution, Pondion, the boxer Pokemon. Pondion is an extremely quick Pokemon with powerful fists. So a boxer Pokemon, basically, as I just read. It's powerful, and that's basically it. Number 21, we've got Octri, the Boctopus Pokemon. Octri is an extraordinary Pokemon, a robot that lives in the sea. So it's a steel and water type. It's a mixture of a robot and an octopus, as you can see. It's my first steel type, so its evolution is Octorilla, the sacred Pokemon. So Octorilla is the most endangered Pokemon of all time. So you gotta watch out for them because they're dangerous, but they're also endangered. So it's a stage 1 Pokemon, the evolution, still steel and water type. Number 23 is Helio. Now, you could say this is a ghastly ripoff, and I wouldn't disagree, but I thought it was a cool idea to have a red and white ghosty Pokemon. So we've got Helio, the floater Pokemon. Helio lives in the haunted forests, so it can live with other ghosts. So I have this haunted forest things that a lot of Pokemon have it in their entry. It's basically just where ghosts live in my region. So like ice types live in the Arctic, water types live in the sea, while ghost types live in the haunted forest. So yeah, and its evolved form is Helium, the sound wave Pokemon. Helium can make a frequency that can kill a human. So this one actually gets the additional fire type. That I love its design. It's one of my favorites. It's got a pretty cool design in my opinion, and yeah. Number 25, Quamelio, the chewy Pokemon. Quamelio chews on other Pokemon when it's happy. So this is just this kind of really cute Pokemon, I guess. It's pretty powerful. It's a dragon type. It actually evolves into 2 different Pokemon. One of them being fairy type. Oh wait, no, I got them in the wrong order. One of them being psychic type. So Quamobro, or Quamobra, however you want to say it. I didn't really make sure these were the way I wanted them to sound. So the psychotic Pokemon, Quamobro thrives in the haunted forest because of its branching abilities. So it's a dragon and psychic type. So basically, it kind of can control trees in a way. It doesn't really have any other psychic abilities other than the trees part. So I guess you could kind of make it grass, but psychic is definitely better for like what it actually does. So it doesn't have any other psychic abilities because that one is extremely powerful. It's by itself alone. And so in the haunted forest, it's one of the most be afraid of Pokemon. And the other evolution, the fairy type evolution, is Quomobo. So the fairy Pokemon, yeah, I know it's not creative. I didn't really know what to put for this Pokemon. Quomobo is great at distant attacks from miles away. So the other one controls trees, and this one kind of is distant attacker. So it's also a pretty dangerous Pokemon because you might not even know it's there when it starts attacking you. So that's its interesting concept. My next Pokemon is Roguebat, the con Pokemon. Roguebat is a great partner for a con artist or a burglar because of its stealth skills. So Roguebat can fly, which is helpful for that. But Roguebat is also usually always evil, kind of. So it's a bat and kind of a vampire bat. It's a dark and normal type, so that's it. Number 29, Rapiato. So Rapiato is the secret Pokemon. So they're actually, I'm taking the Nidoran female and male and doing Rapiato female and male. So this is the male one. The secret Pokemon, male Rapiato, is always trying to make a scene and look good in front of the female ones. That's basically all it ever does. It's a ghost and normal type. So the concept of this Pokemon is just so I can use the Nidoran thing. I thought if I did that, it would be cool. So there are two Rapiato, male and female, and they look different and evolve into different things. So male Rapiato evolves into Rapirido, the muscle Pokemon. Rapirido is a very uninnocent Pokemon because they are always showing off their muscles. So this one actually evolves to be a ghost and dragon type. So dragon type is pretty common in my region. So it's a dragon type and it's the male, and that's basically it. I mean, these ones don't have much detail, so. And then it evolves into Rapardoc, the giant Pokemon. As you can see, that thing is humongous. Rapardoc are very stupid, and they try to be flashy, but the male fail miserably. So it's a ghost and dragon type still. It's big. Yeah, it's got spikes on its back and it's trying to be flashy. And now let's get to the female. So the female Rapiato is the sweetness Pokemon. They usually don't take others for granted and don't care about much around them. So the female is also a ghost and normal type. It's more mature than the male. And it evolves into Rapirini. So Rapirini is the lookout Pokemon. Rapirini are patient and calm creatures at all time. So basically the opposite of the male. That's why I wanted to make it like this, so they could be exact opposites. So ghost and fairy type instead of dragon. And it evolves into Repetris, the agile Pokemon. So it's the opposite of the male. The male is very strong, and the female is very speedy. That's a good word for it. So Repetris uses its thin body to become an extremely quick Pokemon. So Repetris is also a ghost and fairy type, and it's just really good at being quick and fast during battle. Number 35 is my personal favorite, almost. It's Vionetto, the violin Pokemon. So Vionetto's weapon is a violin, and Vionetto uses sound waves from the violin to attack, and the violin is a weapon. So it's a fighting type, and it's a normal Pokemon, even though it's holding a violin in its hands at all times. And say what you want, if you think it's a guitar, then sure, it can be a guitar. But it uses sound waves, and that's its ability. It's a fighting type. And then its twin, the opposite, is Flunoid. So I used the most common thing from string and the most common thing from, what's it called on it? From band, I guess. Brass. So Flunoid, the flute Pokemon. Flunoid's flute is as sharp as a dagger. Probably should make it dagger instead of weapon. And it also makes screeching noises, as well as they can make real music. So, like, they are musical Pokemon. They're both fighting types, and they're opposites. So, that has been part 2 of the Celestial region. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be making more videos as I progress. Goodbye.